I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. Well, in case you want to learn directly from me, feel free to send an email on globalmathinstitute@gmail.com. Our students are right there on the top, getting admission to the best universities, even with scholarship. Now, they have excellent foundation mainly because I actually practice exam questions with them. And now on the YouTube channel, I'm sharing some of them with you. So here is a wonderful question based on continuity of a function. Now here we are given for what values of C is the given function continuous on the entire domain. Now read the problem carefully. Values means more than one, right? So we are looking for more than one value of C which will make this function continuous over the entire domain. Now, the functions given to you are cubic functions and the square function. Both are polynomials, right? Polynomials, as you know, are continuous functions. But there is one point where it could be discontinuous, and that is at x equals to 2. So, at x less than 2, it's a cubic function. At x greater than 2, it is quadratic. Those 2 points should match. That is what we are looking for. In the language of limits, you can see that what we want really is that the limit of function f of x, when you approach x to 2 from minus, should be equal to limit of function f of x when you approach from the right side. That's what it means. Well, in limit, always L is lowercase. Perfect. So that's what we mean. Now, when I say limit when you are approaching from the left side, so this is from the left side, okay? And this is on the right of 2, right? Right side. They should be same. So that means if I substitute 2 here, I get the limit from the left side. So let me rewrite that. So when I substitute 2 here, for x, I get 2c. So when I substitute 2 here, then what we get is 2c minus 1 whole cube. That is from the left side. That should be equal to the other leg of this piecewise function. 2 square is 4, right? So we can write 4c square minus 1. So these should be same. Now many times students find it very difficult to actually solve this equation. It involves a cubic equation. Now here is a small trick. You see 2c square minus 1? Think like this. It is like 2c whole square minus 1, which is the difference of square, right? So you could factor and write this as 2c plus 1 times 2c minus 1. You get an idea. Now 2c minus 1 is a common factor on both the sides, right? So that should really help you to solve this particular question. Now I will request you to pause the video, answer it further, and then check with my solution. Perfect. So let's continue. So let's bring the two terms on the left side to the right. So we get 2c minus 1 whole cube minus, so let me write this as 2c plus 1 times 2c minus 1, right, equals to 0. So clearly we can see that 2c minus 1 is common. So we'll take 2c minus 1 as a common factor. We're left with 2c minus 1 whole square. And here we have 2c plus 1, correct, equals to 0. So that gives you at least one answer, right? That the factor 2c minus 1 could be equal to 0. So let me write that 2c minus 1 equals to 0, which gives you that the value of c could be taking 1 to this side and dividing by 2, half. So we get one answer. Now on the next page, I'm going to solve this particular part, which is 2c minus 1 whole square. We kind of expand it, minus 2c plus 1. Okay. So we have 2c minus 1 whole square minus 2c plus 1, right? So let's expand this. So when you expand a minus b whole square, you know a square minus 2ab plus b square, right? So you get 4c square minus 4c, right, plus 1. And here you get minus 2c minus 1. Now that should be equal to 0 to get the solution. So 4c square, let me rewrite this. 4c square minus 4c minus 2c gives us minus 6c. And then we have plus 1 minus 1, which is 0, right? So, okay. Well, that's simpler. So we get 2c common. So here we have 2c minus 3 equals to 0. So that gives you c as equal to 0. That's one solution, which we get from here, correct? The other one is c equals to 3 by 2. You see that? C equals to 3 by 2. So we have three solutions to this equation. So our solutions are c is equal to 0, 3 by 2, and earlier we found this should be equal to 2, right? As well as 2c minus half, half, okay, not 2 but half. 2c minus 1 was 0, correct? So there are three solutions to this particular function, a piecewise function. Then the function will be continuous in the entire domain. So in such questions, you have to look at possible point of discontinuity, which is where the functions are joining up, right? So that is how we answer this question. I hope the concepts are absolutely clear. Feel free to write a comment, share your views. If you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. And as I said earlier on, you could always study from me directly. Send an email to globalmathinstitute@gmail.com. Thank you and all the best.